guys, welcome. This is a general reading for the collective of Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. I'm going to be looking at what's coming through for you, Aries, for eclipse. The eclipses we're working with this month. So even though this is a little date and time specific, whenever you come upon it, if it speaks to you, could be your message at that time. So I did an October 2023 energy update for the collective of Sacred Connections. If you missed it, of course, by all means, watch it. It will explain a little bit more about what's happening in the cosmos in the month of October, as well as an overall energy read for your connection. So you might want to watch that as well. I am pulling from Fortune Oracle. Let's get a card to activate the reading for you, Aries. Now, you can be here as a cross watcher. You are more than welcome to claim this energy as well. Oh my God. Marriage card right there. So this says you are attracting emotional fulfillment and unconditional love. Card 20. So there's, the 0 drops off and there's the 2 of you. So I feel like you're attracting some energy that feels like it may have long-term potential. Not every one of you watching will end up getting married, so I just want to be sure I manage your expectations of that card. But yeah, unconditional love and emotional fulfillment feels good. Yay for you. And by the way, this series of eclipses and for the next 6 months is on the Aries Libra axis, because that's where the nodes of the moon are, and the nodes of the moon are what create eclipses. So all these eclipses are talking to us about relationships. Here we go. Using a different spread, I'll walk you through the card positions and then we'll clarify. My goodness. Okay. One extra card. Oh my goodness. So we've got a sense of some energy of defeat here. Maybe some unfair fight that may have unfolded where you feel like you got the short end of the stick, or where there's just been a sense of a little game playing, head games, something that doesn't feel right. Like it feels off, so you don't trust it. Okay? Overall energy. Now, the energy signature of eclipse season for you, Aries, is pretty good. King of Cups. Emotions coming to the surface. Emotional availability, emotional maturity. In yourself and in your person. Here's something you can't see. Whoever it is that you have in mind when you came to this reading is in the process of choosing the connection, right? The Lover's card is a card of choice, but it's also about the soul bond. It is about the sacred connection, soulmates, twin flames, whatever lingo and label you put on it. It's a card of choice, so your person is choosing. Now, something that's coming to light, Tower, is, I'm going to just say here, it feels to me like it's not a Tower moment happening in the sense of things falling apart, but what's coming to light is what's not sustainable and what is time to kind of move off your path so this beautiful energy can come through. The Tower can often be a card of awakening, of paradigm shifts, of like, oh my God, mind blown, now I see. So yeah, old paradigms being busted up, and so new awarenesses can come in and come to light. What's being amplified? Your sense of self-worth, your confidence, this person's admiration of you, how they look at you as somebody who's kind of got it all together. And what you don't have together, you focus on and work on, right? This is a card of growth as well. Oh my goodness, what needs to be released? 8 of Wands. I feel like there's been some weird communication. And if this is kind of coming in as that, like misfires, because sometimes with the 5 of Swords, we get that. Sometimes if somebody doesn't tell us how they truly feel, we kind of have misfires, miscues in communication. So that's what's going to be released. And what needs to be embraced? Yes, your emotional availability. Now we have a King and Queen of Cups. we've got a soul bond here. We've got a lot of love here as well. So this is your compassion. This is your softer side. This is your heart chakra being opened, making yourself available to receive the emotions of the other. That's what needs to be embraced. I'm loving it so far. So let's jump in. King of Cups. You have waited for this. Absolutely. This is what you've waited for. And I do feel like this loving communication, some opening of this person's heart chakra so that the communication that's been kind of funky is what's being released and what's coming in that you've been anticipating, even manifesting. 3 of Wands is a card of manifestation as well, is some form of communication that gets you all unstuck and lets you move forward. I love this for you. So you're going to make some progress here with this. This feels really nice. So remember, with the 3 of Wands now, for this first eclipse coming up, if you're watching it before the 14th of October, new moons are about setting intentions. So you want to be sure that you set some intentions around some kind of communication that gets to the depth of feelings. So, so that's not all up in the head, so you're not misunderstanding each other and playing any kind of head games, because that's what we're releasing. But I feel like some progress is coming through for you as a result of healthy communication. Yes, we'll take it. So let's see, something you can't see here is the Lover's card. Beautiful divine masculine. Absolutely. Making a choice, choosing the path, choosing this sacred connection and the path that will get them there. I love the Knight of Swords underneath because this is the overall energy. That's what needs to happen, is we need to clear the air. I feel like this person, what you can't see is that in their unconscious awareness, which are the cards from the bottom of the deck, they see the need to clear the air. They see that there's been misunderstanding. So I feel like this part, the King of Cups and the Lover's card, working in tandem, the communication that comes in will be very revealing on an emotional level and to correct any misunderstandings. That sits very well here. Something coming to light. Let's see the Tower. Devil, King of Pentacles, 7 of Wands. Okay. If you're dealing with someone who's constantly in some energy of resistance, or you're resisting them, right? Like there's something going on where there's not trust, especially if it centers around this weird communication where you feel like, I don't know if this person is, if they've got some what am I trying to say, guys? If they've got some bad intentions. It's hard for me to say it, but sometimes this card is like, gaslighting, it's manipulative, it feels like sabotage that's intentional. You know what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to be easy here because I think it's going to get resolved. But what's coming to light is what your resistance is really about, why you are maybe defensive, because you've got this energy here of something that feels very karmic in nature, negatively charged, I might add, and it's coming from some form of fear. And it may be because, when you're looking at somebody and as a potential life partner, or as somebody that you want to be sure, do they have my back, or are they tripping? It just feels to me like this is what's coming to light. Is there something that's unsustainable in your resistance to it? Okay, so the devil isn't really the problem. It's a result of a problem, of a misunderstanding, of not really understanding where somebody's coming from because they don't tell you. But all of that is going to be cleared up. So the wonky communication goes away. We release that. What's coming to light is why we're feeling a tension or resistance or a little defensive or self-protective is because we're not trusting this person's intentions. Okay, and that is the part that's not sustainable. And I'm not talking about their intentions, I'm talking about our lack of trust. So, what's being amplified? There's Aries. Yeah. Your self-confidence brings back your sense of personal power. Like, yeah, I got my groove back. Feels good. A lot of healing coming in, being amplified, this self-reflection, sort of kind of going to ground a little bit, quieting your mind, a little meditative is what I'm saying, but it's very healing because underneath we've got this Page of Cups. So part of the messaging that's coming through from this person is how they really truly feel. And it is sincere. And so what happens is, right, what gets amplified is the truth of how they feel. And what we get to kind of understand is our resistance is coming from the lack of communication, of somebody not telling us how they feel. And where do we go in our mind when that happens? To really dark places. Okay, so it feels to me like a paradigm shift is something that's coming to light and about this person's intentions and your reaction to it. And then what's being amplified is the truth of the situation that kind of feeds your self-esteem and allows you to feel that you're coming from a position of strength and autonomy. I love it. So now over here, what needs to be released from this Eight of Wands? Okay. So I feel like this person may have come on strong, passionate, seemed really interested, and then kind of grew complacent. Like it felt good, nothing wrong with that, but nothing really evolved. The Nine of Cups can sometimes be about complacency. Like things are good as they are. I don't want to do anything more. And that may be the message you were picking up. Like, oh, I'm feeling very defeated in this situation because no progress is being made and it's impacting my happiness. So you can see that Sun is kind of not providing the sense of happiness and bliss that you were hoping for. That communication in the moment would be hot and passionate and fun and flirty, but then nothing really changed. And that feels good for some time, but it isn't sort of what you really were after. I think you were after something that was a little bit more focused on the feelings instead of on the feelings, if you get my drift. So I do think the quality of your communication changes so long as you can release what the misunderstandings that you've had, that sense of defeat or your inability to trust this person's intentions, where you went in your mind with that, how you got defensive and maybe even shut down a little bit. And now what's being amplified is where you can get your strength back, your power back, feel more empowered, is from just really kind of supporting yourself and seeing what you find comfortable in your own life. You know, it's nice to have somebody else in the picture, but if you need them, that's problematic. Wanting them's pretty okay. But it feels to me like that what's being amplified is you need to kind of, be unto yourself for a while. Focus on yourself is what I'm saying. And sit with the expressions of feelings that are coming towards you and what needs to be embraced. Queen of Cups. Yeah. It's just like it says here. You're attracting emotional fulfillment and unconditional love. The unconditional love coming in from this Queen of Cups. You get unconditional love by offering it smooth sailing, working things out. There's the connection. It feels to me like what you need to embrace is that you can work through it, especially if you're both focused on it. So working things out, getting out of your head a little bit more into your heart, and they're going to be doing the same thing, and the communication will head in that direction. And then what evolves is, you know, something totally different than what you thought was happening. So what's coming to light is things aren't falling apart. Things are just heating up. And this person is in a position to make some important choices. Lovers and the Two of Wands. They're choosing a path. They're planning to clear the air, or at least speak their truth to you. And I think that changes the game for you. Okay, so that's what I have for you, Aries. If this is speaking to you, I'm going to continue this reading in the extended, and the link to that is in the description box below in the first sentence. We've got here Sagittarius and the Knight of Wands, Leo here in the Sun, King of Cups, some Scorpio energy, Cancerian energy in the Chariot. The Lovers is Gemini. The Emperor is Aries. It's Mars too, but it's Aries. Got the Knight of Swords is more Gemini. The Tower is Mars, which rules Aries. The Devil is Capricorn. King of Pentacles is Taurus. Got a little Virgo in the Nine of Pentacles. Queen of Wands is Aries. Look at all the Aries energy here. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio for our our Page of Cups, and Cancerian energy in the Queen of Cups. Beautiful, beautiful reading for you. I'm so excited. I see a big breakthrough coming. You do you. Get your power back. Reclaim your power. And let's shift your perspective on this. Okay? If this is resonating, I'll see you in the extended in a second. Bye for now.